Today on Cosmo Times,
we'll be looking at what people eat and what people consider to be a taste of home in our world's largest cosmopolitan cities. Welcome to this week's foodie episode of Cosmo Times.
speaking of foodies, do you ever cook, 白旭旭?
What's that supposed to mean? Because I'm not a Shanghainese man? Although I am from the north, I too can cook, clean, and carry a purse.
Wow, somebody's a little hypersensitive today. I wasn't stereotyping you as a non-Shanghainese. I was merely asking if you knew how to cook anything.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I can cook some stuff. Instant noodles and congee and... What about you? Can you cook?
Of course I can, but let's just say I'm better at ordering in. Okay, let's move on to this week's Word on the Street,
where we will be asking the people of Shanghai, New York, and Melbourne if they cook and what kind of food they make.
And if they don't cook, where do they go out to eat?
To make dinner or to make reservations, I'm hitting the streets to find out what New Yorkers do after a long day at work.
I cook.
My mother cooks it.
I love to cook.
I like to cook.
No, I definitely don't cook.
I cook like 2 or 3 times a week and then order out the rest or go out with friends.
I like vegan, vegetarian.
Normally a chicken with a vegetable and salad usually.
Chicken, rice, beef.
It's healthier, it's less expensive, and I like to use my kitchen.
Do you think that a lot of people in New York operate that way?
People I've met are usually the same, making, and then a couple times a week you can order, but on occasion.
A lot of people are always in a rush, so they just run in, grab something, or they'll have something delivered to their apartment. A lot of people do seamless web. It's very easy, but I like to cook.
So the answers for Word on the Street about cooking today were not at all what I would have expected. Here in New York, you think everyone's on the go, they want to order out. Not the case. The answer today is that people actually like to go home and cook. It's a healthier alternative, plus it helps save money. I'm the same way, but when I get really busy, my favorite sushi spot is on speed dial. Reporting for Cosmo Times, I'm Christy Clements, and now we're gonna go check in with Melbourne.
Here in Melbourne, we have a love affair with food. We love food from all over the globe, and it's here for everyone to enjoy. The question is, with our busy lifestyle, do we have any time to cook, or do we even want to? Let's find out. Obviously, you bought lunch today?
Yes.
And do you usually buy lunch?
I buy lunch, 3 or 4 days a week. Yeah.
Is it because you can't cook, or because you don't want to cook?
Laziness, there's a lot of good options.
We usually just get something and go back to the office.
No, I'd probably buy lunch 2 or 3 times a week.
So what are you getting today?
Just a roll from this baguette place up here.
You buy your lunch today?
I do buy my lunch, yeah.
What, every day?
No, just on Thursdays and Fridays.
I'm going to buy something and take it back, but I'm going to grab a coffee and sit down.
Do you usually make your own food, or you usually go out?
Oh, we try and make our food most days. It's pretty expensive in Melbourne, so... But yeah, occasionally have to go out and grab some lunch.
Do you usually cook your own food, or do you buy lunch?
Usually I buy the lunch.
Yeah? Why is that?
It makes work easier.
It makes work easier. Because you can't cook, huh?
I can't cook.
So we have so much choice here in Melbourne. Most people choose to go out and buy their lunch. It doesn't mean that people don't know how to cook or want to cook. It's just with our busy lifestyles, it's a little bit easier. I'm Martin Jama, reporting for Cosmo Times here in Melbourne. Now back to Shanghai.
Chinese food is known for its big and vast culture. But cooking a batch of dumpling is one thing, and making another batch of gongbao jiding is another. So let's hit the street and see if we could find any chefs here today.
我一般中午的话都是在食堂吃的。
单位食堂，
中饭跟晚饭的时候，我一般都在公司的食堂吃。
有时间的话会自己做饭，因为自己做饭会比较干净卫生嘛。
食堂吃饭会比较快一点。
像平时的话，一般都在家里吃的。
冬天的话，一般会自带便当，
会做一点小菜，家常小菜。
公司会有微波炉和冰箱，所以比较方便。
外卖比较多，
一般就在全家。
会做饭，但是因为上班时间太忙了。
如果自己特别想吃什么，又想自己做的话，那就去网上查一下菜谱。
星期六、星期天的话，我会在家做。我是北方人，我做的菜比较多。
我四川人嘛，就做川菜，
大盘鸡呀，然后水煮鱼也会做，香辣虾。
家常菜的话，炒土豆丝、鱼香肉丝。
我很喜欢做饭的，
一个星期会做饭1-2次这样子，
各种拿手，
也不是很多，大概2到3次吧。
Well, it looks like Shanghai can cook, but if the kitchen ain't your thing, no worry. There's a restaurant in every corner. Me personally, I'm gonna go home and cook up some Bunan Thai. Thunder eggplants?
So it seems like the people in Shanghai, New York really like to cook at home.
And people in Melbourne have a cooking style more like yours, in that they don't cook.
You already admitted that you don't really cook either.
Well, I can cook more than just instant noodle and congee. I guess that's the part of being raised with Shanghai value.
I knew it. You are stereotyping me as a northerner.
No, I'm not. I was merely talking about the way I was raised. Don't be so touchy. We both come from the same Chinese culture.
A culture where the northern men are strong, tough, and masculine. The north, where the people enjoy things like rock and roll and unique arts. A place where Putonghua is spoken properly and eloquently. A place where Chinese history has reigned and defined what is true China.
Wow.
Want to know more about how the world likes to eat?
Then stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll tune into this week's City Search.
It's gonna be like a little butterfly, you know? Caterpillar status now, and then we're gonna go and it's gonna be gorgeous. I can't wait.
Cosmo Times. Northern food, the duck of the Beijing people, the sheep lovingly cooked in a proper style hot pot.
By Xu Xue. Welcome back to this foodie edition of Cosmo Times.
Let's tune into this week's city search, starting with New York City.
A city famous for its restaurant variety and quality food.
Comfort food here in the U.S. is something that'll fill you up, and it's kind of like something your mom makes. It makes you feel good and warm and special. We're checking out a niche spot here in Murray Hill that's serving up a typical American comfort food. Let's go check it out. Smack opened its doors in the East Village 7 years ago. Once Sarita got a taste of success, she decided to open her second location in Murray Hill. Smack is the first spot of its kind dedicated to this rich and creamy comfort food.
People are so emotionally tied to mac and cheese because at some point, if you're born in the U.S. or Canada, at some point in your life, either when you're a baby or a toddler, a university student who has no money and is just popping like the blue box in the microwave kind of thing, your grandmother had the best recipes. At some point in your life, you're exposed to it.
While mac and cheese has had many culinary spin-offs, it was the original recipe that got people's attention. This baked dish is made of pasta, cheese, and a creamy base that binds them together.
It's that pasta and cheese combination. I'm just guessing, but I think like 97 to 98% of the population who has had it likes it.
Mac and cheese is considered more of a side dish to many people. For Sarita, it's the main event. It was her love of the comfort food that inspired her to give it the culinary attention it deserves.
My husband and I had just moved to Manhattan. We were eating out at all these niche restaurants, and one day we were eating at one place, and I said, wouldn't it be great if there was a place that just did mac and cheese? Like, oh, let's go find that. That's the next place we're gonna go eat, because there has to be. There's a place for everything else. So we started Googling around, checking things out. We're like, oh, there's no place that just does mac and cheese. And it was kind of crazy. It was just kind of right place, right time for us. We came up with the idea. We couldn't drop it. And 9 months later, we actually opened up Smack.
Smack is no stranger to mixing it up, and they let their customers do the same. While you can order the dishes off the menu, Sarita invites guests to make their own.
We have so many regulars that they actually cycle through the menu, but I would say the classics like the All-American and 4 cheese do top the list. I think those are for the less adventuresome or people who are really craving that comfort food that they know and that they love. But the buffalo chicken is actually a very close second to third, and our cheeseburger one.
We head to the kitchen to see how Smack's mac and cheese measures up.
What is the first step? The first step we need to do is we're going to get one of these bowls, and we are going to get one of these, and we need to put our bechamel sauce in here. So this right here is the key to the creaminess.
I'm a little out of the box. That's kind of how I roll, so I'm going to just add a bunch of these things.
Okay.
I'm an adventurous gal, and with Sarita's help, I create my own mac and cheese. I choose mushrooms, broccoli, ground beef, and garlic puree. Ladies and gentlemen, the Smack Daddy is born.
All right, we're ready for the oven.
Here we go. You're gonna let me do the honors? Sarita, you are far too kind. Well, here we go. My masterpiece is going in, and it's gonna be like a little butterfly, caterpillar status now, and then we're gonna go and it's gonna be gorgeous. I can't wait. So while my creation cooks up in the oven, I am presented here with the sampler. It's some of Sarita's best recommendations here at Smack. I'm gonna give them a try. And if you're like me and you can't decide on just one, this is perfect. Get a bunch of people together, share it. Oh, I can already see a little bit of pepper. Ooh, that'll give you a little kick in the pants. That one's a little on the spicy side, but it's balanced out with the nice rich flavors of the cheese. It's kind of like a little guessing game, You get to have all that Sarita has to offer, and you get to put lots of good mac and cheese in.
A little comfort food goes a long way here in New York City. Whether you ate mac and cheese as a kid, in your college dorm, or on the holidays, this American dish has a special way of taking you back to the good old days. Its creamy and hearty flavor make this iconic favorite a piece of home on a plate. Reporting for Cosmo Times, I'm Christy Clemens.
Mac and cheese, Southern-style American classic, yet modernized by the Northerners of New York City. The North. Promoting innovative thinking, progressive approaches, modernization.
Oh my God, Bai Xunxu, not again. Oh, I love that you're from the North, but can you let it go?
Let it go? I will celebrate my heritage loudly and proudly.
Okay, we can celebrate after we tune into this week's LA City Search,
where we'll be checking out the Raymond, a restaurant in Pasadena, a neighborhood on the north side of LA.
It's easy for someone to get a great meal while in Los Angeles because there are so many different styles of restaurants available. If you are looking for a relaxed place after a long day of work and would like to enjoy a homemade comfort meal, then I have a perfect place for you. The Raymond restaurant is situated in a historical cottage built in 1901, has a charming cozy setting for a leisure meal.
We've rebuilt these patios and expanded the seating and built several patios around the place that have kind of special little places like you'd have in a house, little getaways and little places that you can escape. We wanted to make people feel like you were coming for dinner at a friend's house and really give it that friendly warmth that you would get if you were just going to somebody's house for dinner.
Yeah, this is such a very beautiful and nice environment here, and as long as I walk in, I fell in love with it.
We try and focus on the most fresh and locally grown kinds of things. We're always looking for new and inventive ways to surprise people.
With the perfect blend of classic and elegant techniques, Chef Tim Gutinen creates inspired, modernized American cuisine. If I would just want to be relaxed and want to have some homemade style food, what would you recommend for me?
Well, right now in the summer, it's very hot here, and so for me, when I come home from a long day of work, I want something kind of light. I want something kind of cool, and so right now we have some wonderful, beautiful scallops.
I love scallops.
They're very, very fresh. And the season right now with corn is very, 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 very good season for corn right now in the summer. So that's what I would recommend. Really nice, light scallop dish.
So something tastes light but also very fresh.
That's correct. Well, we have some scallops with some summer corn and lobster bisque. We have some very fresh albacore that we sear very lightly and slice very thin with some fennel and roasted chilies. And there's a little bit of a Meyer lemon puree. And we have a short rib here that we braise for 72 hours.
Wow.
And it comes out very, very tender.
In California, I think people will enjoy relaxing dinner more than like after work, more than go to a formal dinner. So was that part of the idea to create all the dishes here?
Yes, I mean, you're right. In the area that we're in too is a casual area. And it doesn't mean that you can't appeal to somebody that wants a very formal dinner. I mean, we have a long history of being able to do a very formal dinner here. I mean, we have a very talented kitchen, and we can do a very formal white tablecloth dinner. It's very easy for us. But what the people majority want is they want something a little more on the casual side. They want it to be different and unique, and they want it to be fun and fresh.
Comfortable as well.
Yeah, and comfortable as well. It's very, very important.
The Raymond restaurant is a living example of Los Angeles' colorful past and carries on the city's great traditions of craftsman architecture and unparalleled hospitality. Nothing could be better than having some delicious homemade food combined with relaxed bar atmosphere in a cozy house after a long day of work. If you haven't been this season, you better hurry in soon. I'm Xiwen, reporting from Los Angeles for Cosmo Times.
Don't change that channel,
Because when we come back
we will be exploring a restaurant right here in Shanghai.
on this week's Shanghai City Search.
Cosmo Times. Welcome back.
The Raymond seems like a very cute restaurant.
Oh yeah, it does. Maybe I'll go check it out the next time I'm on the north side of LA. Now let's see our next city search.
Hey, Shanghai, a city known for its cosmopolitan style, a city known for its fashion and style, its unique love of electronic music, its impressive architecture, and China's soon-to-be first free trade zone.
Are you done?
A magical city of its wide variety of restaurants.
You're done.
In Shanghai, Cantonese and Hong Kong-style restaurants are an increasing trend, often meeting the demands of the city's fast-paced young professionals and busy students. A fusion of cuisine is prepared fast and on the go for. But sitting down with a few friends and enjoying the homely atmosphere is also a fun and relaxing experience. Though Shanghai is constantly abuzz with talk of new food and the latest restaurants openings, true foodies know the best spots are hidden. In Shanghai, Zhujie's Hong Kong tea restaurant Fuji on Shanxi Road is set in the heart of the city center. It's already gained a reputation for good home cooking, and with the vibe to match, it's become a hotspot for young professionals from across the city.
因为我这边大部分都是些职业女孩，而且是忙忙碌碌的上班族，他们10点半啊10点，我们就肯定不下班的等，他们也整天说一定要开哦，要开下去，说是我们要觉得希望有一个自己喜欢的店吃饭。
Zhujie sees food as far more than just commodity. Born in Fujian, after retiring as an architecture designer, Zhujie followed her passion for cooking, opening her restaurant in Shanghai. It can take 45 minutes to brew 8 cups of Hong Kong milk tea. And the traditional salty lemonade uses lemon pickled for 3 years. Even the chicken follows strict requirement, with all her poultry growing for 150 days before making its way to your plate. But in addition to using quality produce, she also teaches her customers the art of selecting the finest ingredients.
想真正吃到美食，首先你不能懒，因为这样你才能有常识。多看、多跑，多问，只相信自己看到的，对它的原产地有个了解。要是有可能的条件允许情况，你还是要去一下。
If you come to her restaurants, it's not uncommon to get a free dessert as an incentive to finish your food. You might also get to sample a few new dishes, or perhaps even enjoy a casual conversation with Zhujie over a couple of free drinks.
我们有好的东西，从来不会吃独食的，会拿到餐厅里大家一起吃，见者有份，都吃过我们的东西的，像我们的水果啊、龙眼啊、桂圆啊，像我们家的鱼圆啊、面啊，包括成箱的那个海蟹，就是一箱一箱的，我们都是分掉的，因为第二天不好吃了，应该在最好的状态给人吃过。有好多是我们老客人，看了都高兴。我送一杯给他喝，新来的。
吃了他的菜就很能够感受到他这个人的那种个性，因为他的菜就是很纯真那种口味、食材啊，然后很用心去做。
朱姐就像一个家长一样，每个客人就像他的孩子一样，非常热情。
因为我们经常说，一家店要开得好、开下去，你必须要做到这么几点中的至少一点，你的价格特别便宜，味道或者特别好，或者老板娘特别好看，又或者那家店特别客气。
Leaving the restaurant, you're not just full, but you also made a new friend. And Zhu Jie will probably add you to her Weibo social network, where you guys can hang out online.
很多大肚婆饮食都比较注意，我们都会送汤给他们，往往会生了会来给我们报喜，生了男孩女孩了，有时候大一点三四个月呢，专门会来看我。孩子也看着有的小孩，我们刚开的时候很小，现在渐渐的大了。我们看着他大了，我们也很欣慰，觉得有时候都觉得好像吃我们饭长大的。得到的远远不是生意上给予你的，是一个你人生很大的收获。好意会收获好意。
In mega cities like Shanghai, a restaurant when you can find a little home away from home, with good food, good vibes, and good friends, it's certainly a welcome addition to the city.
See? Shanghai is a city of international diversity. We even have Hong Kong-style tea houses. Shanghai, a city of exploration and adventure.
No, don't start again.
Okay, you either then. Choose.
Choose.
Let's check out what we have in store for this week's creative source.
Mr. and Mrs. Bakery is finally in Shanghai. Produced by the popular English-speaking cooking program You Are the Chef from the international channel Shanghai, or ICS, the show is considered one of the greatest baking events in all of China. The competition is being held in Sinodis. Contestants will be guided by masters of baking, while the audience in front of the television will have a great chance to learn from real experts.
Today, Chinese consumers traveling more and more, they discover more and more quality Western food, but it's not that easy to prepare. So it's a perfect event to get everybody together with our chef, with a chef from ICS coming and promote how and train how to learn about doing quality Western food.
Junzhe, China's famed bakery blogger, Linda, the Shanghai Queen of Macaroons, Brian, Malaysia's Mr. Chocolate, and Mars, the official bakery advisor of the event, are all here at ICS as judges to give you the sweetest memory yet.
That's it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed learning about food from the world's most cosmopolitan cities, like Shanghai.
You said like Shanghai. We had to choose. That's it. The North, where the spirit of people is as rich as its history.
Shanghai, where fashion and food create a unique culture.
Okay. Eat well, and see you guys next week.
See ya.
You know we have better food in Beijing. Definitely better than here.
No way. Shanghai has everything you could ever want.
Come on.
You are so... The North, where the people enjoy, has reigned and defined what is true China.
Is Shanghai a city for
Hey, Shanghai.
我应该让你吸口。
Although I'm not a Shanghainese man, because I'm not